Bookish friends, welcome to another top 5 video. This top 5 video will be the first among the special videos that I will do for Jane Austen July. As you all know, Jane Austen July is one of my favorite events in BookTube. For the celebration of this event, I will talk about my top 5 favorite Jane Austen adaptations. The adaptation in the fifth place is called Love and Friendship, but it is actually the adaptation of Jane Austen's novella Lady Susan. It is a 2016 period comedy movie written and directed by Whit Stillman, and the movie stars Kate Beckinsale, Chloe Sevigny, Xavier Samuel, and Emma Greenwell, and the plot follows recently widowed Lady Susan in her calculated adventures of securing a suitable wealthy husband for her daughter as well as herself. Both the novella and the movie is very fun. It is one of the wittiest works of Jane Austen in my opinion. And although I love epistolary novels, I think the adaptation gives it a little bit more action, and it was really fun to watch, especially Kate Beckinsale, because I think she's a wonderful actress, and she portrayed the clever, selfish, and also very cunning Lady Susan very well. The adaptation in the fourth place is the 2019 Emma adaptation. It is a 4-part BBC television drama serial adaptation of the novel. The episodes were written by Sandy Welch, and it was directed by Jim Hanlon. The serial stars Romola Garai as Emma Woodhouse, Johnny Lee Miller as her loyal lifelong friend Mr. Knightley, and Michael Gambon as Emma's father, Mr. Woodhouse. The serial originally ran weekly on Sunday nights on BBC One from 4 to 25th of October. I really do like this Emma adaptation, although there are many adaptations of Emma that I find very good. I think what makes it a bit better for me is the excellent casting and the excellent acting of the actors and actresses. I think Johnny Lee Miller is much more charismatic than Mr. Knightley in the book, in my opinion, of course. Michael Gambon did a wonderful job of very worried Mr. Woodhouse, and also he really made him funny without being absurd. I loved his acting. Romola Garai, I think, portrayed Emma very well. And additionally, of course, because this is a TV series adaptation, it's a very faithful adaptation of the novel. The adaptation in the third place is the adaptation of my favorite Jane Austen novel, Persuasion, 1995 version. The TV movie was directed by Roger Mitchell, and it originally aired in 16th of April 1995 on BBC Two, and Sony Picture Classics then released the film in American cinemas in 27th of September 1995. And this showed Jane Austen's popularity because I have heard so few television movies of another country to be released as a movie in the foreign theaters. In this movie, Amanda Root, in her theatrical film debut, stars as Anne Elliot, protagonist, while I think his name is pronounced this way, Ciaran Hinds, plays her romantic interest, my long-time bookish crush, Captain Frederick Wentworth. And the movie is, of course, set in 19th century England, and 8 years after Anne was persuaded by others to reject Wentworth's proposal of marriage. First of all, I cannot stop watching this adaptation. It is one of the movies I think I have watched the most. Although I really do like Ciaran Hinds as the marvelous Captain Wentworth, I think Amanda Root is the main reason that I prefer this adaptation to another very decent adaptation, the newer adaptation of Persuasion. Amanda Root portrays Anne's regrets towards rejecting his proposal and her undying love for Captain Wentworth very, very well. And her contradiction of being very confident in terms of family matters and social and practical matters, but her shyness in romantic interests very, very well. Additionally, for the credit of this adaptation, I think the letter scene is much, much better in this version. So that's why it's my favorite among the two. My second favorite adaptation is the adaptation of Sense and Sensibility, 1995 period drama film directed by Ang Lee and Emma Thompson, who plays Eleanor Dashwood, also wrote the screenplay. In this adaptation, Kate Winslet plays Eleanor's younger sister, Marianne, and Hugh Grant and Alan Rickman also play their respective suitors. The story follows Dashwood sisters, members of a wealthy family of landed gentry, as they must deal with the circumstances of their sudden poverty. And they are forced to seek financial security through marriage. The movie was released on December 13, 1995 in the United States. It had a very big commercial success. It earned 135 million worldwide, and the movie was nominated for 11 awards and won 3 of them in the 1995 British Academy Film Awards. And it additionally earned 7 Academy Awards nominations, including for Best Picture and Best Actress. And Thompson received the award for Best Adapted Screenplay. Sense and Sensibility is not one of my favorite Austen novels, although I like it quite well. But I think the adaptation was wonderful. It kept the most important part of the novel and eliminated some parts which really slowed the tempo, in my opinion, of course. So I think Emma Thompson really deserved that award for me as well. And Emma Thompson and late Alan Rickman played their parts perfectly, and especially Emma Thompson, maybe because she also wrote the screenplay, was Eleanor Dashwood, who's actually the character who resembles me the most, and I identified with her so much in that movie. So that's why this adaptation is so high on my list. And my favorite adaptation, I think, is no surprise for anybody, since it did not appear in the top 5. Pride and Prejudice, 1995 British television drama adaptation. This adaptation is a 6-part adaptation adapted by Andrew Davies and Jennifer L. and Colin Firth starred as Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy. It was produced by Sue Bridwell and directed by Simon Langton, and it was produced jointly by BBC and American A&E Network. And it was originally broadcast in UK in 24th of September to 19th of October 1995. There are many reasons why I love this adaptation, and the most important reason is that it is actually a perfect adaptation, because it consists of 6 episodes. It covers all of the details in the novel, and the novel is not very long, as you know. And this adaptation brings a new point of view to Mr. Darcy character. I mean, I really do like Mr. Darcy character in the book as well, but there are some parts that felt like an enigma to me while I was reading it. And when I watched the adaptation, I was maybe Colin Firth played him so well. I could really understand his motives and his feelings. And also there are some parts which are not present in the book, in which Mr. Darcy is included. And another reason is that I think the actors played their parts really well. Whenever I speak of the book and think about the characters in the book, the actors and the actresses in this adaptation comes to my mind. I think there isn't anyone who did not play his or her part perfectly. And who can really forget the famous coming out of lake scene? I mean, there is a statue built for that scene, so it's no wonder I'm not alone in this world to have a crush on Colin Firth's Mr. Darcy. And last but not least, I think the music played a very important role in this adaptation, and it is one of the best uses of melodies to fit in the scenes. So overall, I can say that I love everything about this adaptation. It certainly deserves the first place in this list. So those were my top 5 favorite Jane Austen adaptations. There are many more adaptations that I really do like. These are the top of the top. So please comment down below what is your favorite Jane Austen adaptation? What do you think of the adaptations that I talked about? And additionally, if you're a new viewer, first of all, welcome. Please like and subscribe. Hope to see you very soon. Bye. As for Turkish word of the day, since my favorite adaptation is Pride and Prejudice, I thought Prejudice should be the word of the day. Prejudice means ön yargı in Turkish, and ön yargı is our Turkish word of the day. Have a good day.